Hi, kindergartners. As I'm reading, make sure you're thinking about our essential question: how can plants look different? The title of our reading is Jack and the Beanstalk. It's an English fairy tale, retold and adapted, that means changed, by Gerald Fredette, illustrated by Alejandro O'Keefe. There was once a widow who had a son named Jack. They had a cow named Bessie, which provided them milk to sell at the market. One morning, the cow gave no milk. "Jack, take Bessie to the market and sell her," said Jack's mother. So Jack took the cow and off he went. He had not gone very far when he met a badger along the road. "Hello," said the badger. "I see you're going to market to sell your cow. May I offer you a trade? I have rare beans for sale." "Beans?" exclaimed Jack. "This cow is worth more than beans." Annoyed, Jack began to lead Bessie away. "Perhaps," responded the badger, "if these beans were ordinary." Jack continued to lead Bessie away, but the badger hustled alongside him. "Plant these beans and they'll spring up overnight, nice and tall and ready to harvest," explained the badger. "Tell me more," said Jack. "Plant them in the morning and water the ground. Keep pests away and you'll see," continued the badger. "The beanstalk will grow up nice and tall in one day." Convinced, Jack handed Bessie's halter to the badger, who in turn handed Jack the beans. Jack pet Bessie gently on her head, thanked her for being a good and loyal cow, and turned toward home. At home, Jack's mother was furious that he had traded their cow for beans. Nevertheless, they needed food, so she let Jack plant them and water the ground. Jack spent the day in the garden keeping pests away. The next morning, a great rumbling shook the house. Jack and his mother raced outside to behold a giant beanstalk, 1,000 feet tall. They stood amazed as the stalk reached the clouds, leaves spread out on all sides, waving in the breeze. "Jack," said his mother, "climb up carefully and tell me what you see." So Jack climbed up the beanstalk, high into the clouds. At the top sat a castle. As he had not yet eaten, Jack was hungry. He crept toward the castle, hoping he would find some food. Instead, he spied a sleeping giant and a goose sitting next to a pile of glistening golden eggs. "Goose," whispered Jack, "what is this place?" "This is the giant's castle," said the goose. "Please, you must leave and take me with you." Jack knelt down beside her. "I've been trapped here by the giant," she continued. "He keeps me for my eggs. Oh, please, take me with you. He makes me sit here day after day. I haven't been outside in ages," she pleaded. Just then the giant stirred from his slumber. As he stood, he roared, "Fee, fi, fo, fum! I smell the fur of an English one." Quickly, Jack snatched up the goose from her nest and sprinted out of the castle. Jack raced with the goose back to the beanstalk and climbed down as quickly as he could. When he reached the bottom, he took up an axe. Jack chopped with all his might until finally, with a strong wind and a thunderous crash, the beanstalk fell down. And so it was that the grateful goose came to live with Jack and his mother. In thanks each day, she gave them a golden egg, and they all lived happily together. The end.